Good afternoon. It is 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. We will call the City Council meeting of the City of New Ulm to order. The first item of business today is the consent agenda. Councilors, what are your wishes?
I so move.
Second.
Thank you. We do have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 2.1 is a lawful gambling premises permit for New Ulm Baseball Association.
I'll offer the
Go ahead.
resolution, approve the issuance of a premise permit application to conduct pull tubs gambling for New Ulm Baseball Association at B&L Bar, 15 North Minnesota Street, New Ulm, Minnesota.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, that motion carries. Item 2.2 is a lawful gambling premises permit for New Ulm Baseball Association.
Offer the resolution to approve the issuance of a premises permit application to conduct pull tabs gambling for the New Ulm Baseball Association at the New Ulm Country Club, 1 Golf Drive, New Ulm.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, that motion carries. Item 2.3 is a raffles gambling permit for Cathedral of the Holy Trinity.
I'll make the motion to approve the issuance of a lawful gambling permit for Cathedral of the Holy Trinity to conduct raffles gambling at Cathedral of the Holy Trinity, 605 North State Street on Friday, March 27th, 2026.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion carries. Item 2.4 is a low-potency hemp retailer registration.
And then, councilors, I'd like to make a motion to approve the issuance of a low-potency hemp registration for Liquor Mart at 1527 North Broadway, subject to compliance with all city and state requirements.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion?
Do we know how many have applied for this yet?
This is the first one.
Is it really? Okay, that's what I
But it
kind of
is a
thought.
state requirement now, so I would assume there'll be more following.
We
But-
will, yeah, there will be more.
Okay, very good. I see this stuff everywhere, so
Will
good
that
to know.
be futurely, like when we renew liquor licenses in July, that'll just be added as part of the liquor license renewal?
I think that was part of our
Ideally.
intention, yes.
Okay.
Any additional discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye. Aye. That motion carries. Item 3.1 is summary of business conducted during board and commission meetings.
First item was I attended the Park Rec Commission meeting. It was very short. It'll be further down the agenda, South Point proposal for naming rights. After that, the meeting was scheduled to be short because the consultant was here for their master plan, gave commissioners a chance to go down to the recreation center, review it and whatnot. Later that evening, then I did attend the League of Minnesota Women Voters. I believe that's the first event ever where the entire council was invited to. It was really enjoyable. I'm not going to touch on all of it because other councils do want to report. Attended the EDA meeting, general business. We approved some of the funding for the grant and loan programs. And anything to add, again, I'll give that to President Becker. And the last item, the mayor and myself attended the Network New Ulm program. Was very interesting. The hour went by fast. I really enjoyed attending it. That was it.
Thank you.
Slow month for commissions for me, but I also attended the League of Women Voters gathering that we had. I thought that was well run, well done. Got some good questions answered, I thought, so.
Sister Cities Commission will be conducting interviews February 2nd and 4th for the outbound candidates for this coming summer. So more to follow on that.
And I also attended the League of Women Voters City Council Forum, and I greatly appreciate and thank the League of Women Voters for putting that forum together. Heritage Preservation recently approved 2 projects downtown here, window replacements. The upper windows on Minnesota Street at Mowens and Rodney's. And Cable Communications has not met recently.
I will go. I also attended the League of Women Voters event last Monday. I thought it was very well done. It gave everyone an opportunity to come and see a little bit about what we do, who we are, and we even got to say something about they might not know about us. So that was a fun event. The next one that they're going to be doing is on school board, so that is very interesting. EDA, as part of our kind of strategic planning and look ahead, we are going to be having multiple work sessions this coming year to evaluate a lot of the loan programs that we have, what's working well, what's not working well. So you can see a lot to come on that. Also, I do serve on the board for the Coalition of Greater Minnesota Cities. We had a board meeting this past week to discuss very important things like replacement of lead pipelines, local government aid, and then that Yes to Housing bill. I'll let City Manager Dalton to kind of touch on that update from that as well. And then lastly, at our Region 9 full commission meeting last week, Commissioner Borkert and a group presented on some of the rural EMS findings that we received some grant funding for through the University of Minnesota Extension, and how some of the rural communities and some of the things that we can do to better continue to have access to rural EMS. So pretty busy there, but I'll pass it off to Chris, and then we'll let the mayor go last. How's that sound?
Just really quick on the Say Yes to Housing bill. So it's a bill that's been 3 years in the making, and something will pass this session more than likely. So the housing chairs are really looking to put together a bill that is, for lack of a better term, ready for prime time. So there's not going to be a lot of back and forth. It's a bill that can be presented and will have some general buy-in. There's some things in there that are a little concerning that we want to at least have input on. Whether or not that input will turn into actual language will remain to be seen when the final bill gets put out. But the biggest thing in there for cities is looking at residential, converting 33% or having 33% of your residential be 4 units or less, so medium density. Currently, as it stands right now, we're at about 12.9%, so we would have to find an additional 21%. So that is a huge task. So what we are trying to pass on to the chairs is looking at reducing that percentage. Whatever that looks like, 33 is essentially too high at this point, but maybe it's first class cities, a tiered system, first class, second class, third class cities have different percentages. If we can get that down, to a third class city, which we are, down to about 20%, that is a little more doable. 15 to 20 would be ideal, but I don't know if the legislators will go that low. So that's the big thing. And the other side is looking at they're having a current point system. We just don't want the word points in there, because eventually at some point that potentially will be used against cities. Like, hey, you don't have enough points, or you only have X points, so grant funding is less, or, potentially LGA, you only get a certain percentage of that. So removing the word points and just having an a la carte menu to select from is what we're trying to get there. But outside of that, those are kind of two big sticking points. There's a couple other things that we don't like in the bill, but as of right now, it's just a draft, so we'll wait till the kind of more final version comes out.
I will say what it does, again, is essentially ties a city's hands into making its own zoning decisions and allows different types of construction to take place in your residential neighborhood. So once again, if you're not familiar with this bill, I definitely encourage you to take a look and write your senators and representatives if you don't agree with what's in it. Thank you. Mayor?
Very busy time since the last time we reported with EDA Commission. Just 2 additional things. We did approve a $50,000 support for New Brick, and also our consultant that we use for new business startups. We renewed that contract as well. We had the grand opening and ribbon cutting for the new armory, which was a lot of fanfare and a great event. We had a ribbon cutting for Walmart with the new improvements that they did at our store. CVB met, and we will be announcing the Tourism Person of the Year. So wait for the news. It's forthcoming. League of Women Voters was a great evening. It's different sitting in this chair answering questions from the league when you're not competing with the person next to you to be elected for a particular office. So it was very relaxing, very informative, and we had a great audience that seemed to listen with great interest. So kudos to the League of Women Voters for that opportunity. The same thing with the Network New Ulm. This room was full of people wanting to learn or here to learn about New Ulm and what we do behind the scenes as elected officials and staff. And Dave Christian had quite a lot to say because he also has had 30-some years, I believe, 37 years, is that what you're saying?
Somewhere there.
Yeah, affiliated with the city, so he was very informative. On occasion, he allowed me to talk, and of course, I'm not short on that end as well. So it was a great opportunity for us to share. And again, the audience seemed to be very engaged, asked some great questions. And finally, in keeping with the fact that EDA is interested in education for the city of New Ulm, I attended the robotics competition at Cathedral this weekend. Wow, these young people, and Clay was there as well covering it, to see what these young people are able to do. I believe it was middle school and senior high. I have video, I don't know how many pictures I took. I'm a wannabe. I want to be 13 again and be able to participate in this. But it was a good opportunity for us to take a look at what could be in our education system in New Ulm. So that concludes what I have to share.
Great updates, everyone. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. Moving on to new business. Item 4.1 is an appointment to the Airport Commission.
President and councilors, since this is a recommendation that I'm making to the council, I'd like to make a motion to approve the reappointment of Tom Firth to the Airport Commission for a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2028.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 4.2 is an appointment to the Cable Communication Advisory Board.
Call for a motion to approve the appointment of Jesse Jewell to the Cable Communication Advisory Board to serve a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2028.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Welcome, Jesse. Item 4.3, New Ulm Battery Cannon Shoot for the 2026 schedule.
I'll make a motion to authorize the New Ulm Battery to fire cannons for the following 2026 schedule of events. February 1st, 2026, St. Paul's School's Amazing Race at St. Paul's School. May 2nd, 2026, Memorial Service for Captain Willibald Bianchi at New Ulm City Cemetery, 3 rounds. May 25th, 2026, Memorial Day Parade at the New Ulm Cemetery, 3 rounds. July 4th, 2026, Sunrise Salute at New Ulm Cemetery at 5:32 a.m., 13 rounds. Good. July 15th, 2026, American Legion Music in Riverside Park at Riverside Park, 10 rounds. September 12th, 2026, Thunder in the Valley at Hermanfest, 11 cannons, 12 rounds each, totaling 132 rounds. November 11th, 2026, Veterans Day at Shell's Brewery at 11 a.m., 3 rounds. Funeral memorial shots fired upon request of families of former members, members of armed services, and fallen dignitaries, and training demonstrations at the Battery House.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Just one other kind of point to bring up. This is a current list of everything they know that they're going to do. I know there's always a baseball game sometime end of summer in November, somewhere around there, that they'll do that. And then for our CGMC conference this year, we're going to ask if they can potentially do are around for a cannon shoot as well. But those will be brought to council at later dates.
Perfect.
We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 4.4 is New Ulm Recreation Center naming rights agreement.
Council President, councilors, before you have the naming rights agreement that was unanimously approved by the Parks and Rec Commission. This would award the field house to South Point Financial Credit Union. Looking at this would be a 15-year term. Yearly payment would be $45,000. City will pay up to $33,750 for the initial fabrication and installation of signage. The one key point for South Point is there will be a member discount option for South Point members, including 10% off 3-month membership and 15% off yearly membership. Looking, and this will come at a later date as well, the fee for front burner sports will come back. There's 3 different options that are available. One is 12.5% over the lifetime value if we pay yearly, 11% of the lifetime value if paid over 3 years, and then 9.5% of the lifetime value if you paid during the first year. We, as staff, are leaning towards doing it all in 1 year, but that'll come at a later date, and Joey will be presenting that.
Very good.
And again, just backing South Point, I was at the Park and Rec Commission meeting. They unanimously supported it. They got all their questions answered. South Point attorney is happy. Our city attorney is happy. So if nobody has any questions, I want to move forward.
Carry on.
A motion to approve the naming rights agreement between the City of New Ulm and South Point Financial Credit Union for the New Ulm Recreation Center, authorizing the city manager and finance director sign the agreement on behalf of the City of New Ulm and allow staff to work through minor changes to the agreement if necessary.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? I would say that I'm very supportive of the 9.5 on lifetime agreement, and that if that can be reached, that would be.
And thank you to South Point.
Correct.
I would also like to say thank you to South Point. This is something new that we're doing as a city, and we appreciate you guys kind of putting your foot out there and saying, you know what, we want to give this a try. You're a great asset to the community, and I think that it's a win-win because it is encouraging people to both be members of your organization and get a discount to do some healthier things potentially. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Any other comments? Okay, those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Thank you. Item 4.5 is the penny rounding policy.
Counselors, this isn't something that's been an issue for us to date. We just wanted to have it in place in case it does become an issue. We have very few cash transactions. Utility billing accounts, we would just apply the penny shortage or overage to their accounts. We will be using a standard rounding method, so up or down at the normal 2, 3, and 4, 5. Like I said, it should really have very small effect on us as we move forward, and hasn't affected us yet. But
President, councilors, I'd like to make a motion to approve the penny rounding policy and notice to customers effective January 21st, 2025.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
That motion does carry. Item 4.6 is the deed redevelopment grant application for EBMD.
Council President, councilors, before you is just a resolution that we need to have with the grant application allowing us to submit the application. This would be for the mall project. And so what we'll end up doing is having this, we have to essentially get the application out next week because it has to be in their hands before the 1st. Eric is currently working on his portion of the application, and we'll get that in and submitted. There is a 50% match, the applicant has to pay for 50% of the demolition cost, and so we'll be looking at either doing probably tax abatement for that project. And this will just cover the demolition. This doesn't include any of the redevelopment of the property. So this is something that we need to get done, and he's ready to move forward.
Let's keep her moving. I'll offer the resolution to submit a grant application to the Department of Employment and Economic Development on behalf of EBMD.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, motion carries. Item 4.7 is a police department donation. Chief?
City Council President, members of the council, in front of you, we have a generous monetary donation of $200 from Marcia Helverson to support the K-9 program.
Thank you.
Well, I'll offer the resolution to accept the monetary donation in the amount of $200 from Marcia Halverson to support the New Ulm Police Department K-9 program.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any additional discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, that motion carries. Our last item of business today is item 4.8, which are library donations and memorials.
I'll offer the resolution to accept the donations and memorials to the New Ulm Public Library for the period of October 1st to December 31st, 2025. God, I must like the sound of my own voice. The first one is anonymous for $17.27. Second one, anonymous for $57. Third, Vicky Pizer, $20 for books. Doug and Betty Roiger, $50 for adult books. Lisa Sieve, $50 for adult books. Another from Doug and Betty Roiger for $50 for adult books. Sylvia Ofterheide, $1,500 for adult books. Friends of the New Ulm Public Library, $742.86 for adult programming. Looks like Civil War presentation. Friends of the New Ulm Public Library for $150 for adult programs, stories for the season. Friends of the Public Library for $200 for adult programming, adult winter reading program. Domeier's German Store gave $300 undesignated. Domeier's German Store gave $150 for children's programs. Fenlan, $59 undesignated. Randall and Catherine Friedrichs from Millie Doring, $75 for large print books. Anonymous donation for $29.24 cash undesignated. Bill and Lori Otis, $100 undesignated. And last, Nancy Lowen, $30 undesignated, to a total of $3,600.37 in donations.
Second, and thank you, Counselor Warmka, for reading through all of that.
You betcha.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Director Jorgensen, please call the roll.
Counselor Christian?
Yes.
Counselor Warmka?
Yes.
Counselor Schmitz?
Yes.
Counselor Mack?
Yes.
President Becker?
Yes, that motion does carry, and with no additional business, the meeting today is adjourned. We will move into a work session to follow.